hardest gigs you've ever had?
I think it was probably my first gig ever. I think I got it because I saw this bouncer outside of Edgewood Avenue and I was like, oh, I'm a DJ, can I come spin here? And so exchange information, and I ended up spinning there in the next week after, but I had no idea how to set up my equipment or anything. And I was such an amateur, and I went in there. I was supposed to spin for 2 hours and I ended up spinning 30 minutes only.
In 2003, when I did my first rap performance at Hay Seafood Bar off Jimmy Carter Boulevard. If anybody has footage from that show and you're still alive to tell about it, please send it over to me, because that performance, I wore freaking a skin tight shirt and some UFOs, and I was rapping over beats that we had made in FL Studio version 3. The sound system was hooked up through a Noreban machine. And yeah, bro. This is 03 John, and I didn't even go by Jules back then. I went by Slanted Shady.
No!
Yeah, I did.
Did you come
Y'all don't know
yourself?
about this shit. Y'all don't know about this history. It's crazy. Those are memories in my brain that sometimes it hits me when I'm driving and I start cursing. I'm like, why?
Honestly, a lot of people wait for that specific moment to make the jump, but I feel sometimes you just have to do it. You can't wait around for it, but also at the same time, you need to be prepared.
The big moment for me was when Jennifer and we went to Orlando on vacation, and then we just had time to really think critically about what we wanted to do with our lives. I had been working for an ad agency for the past 3 years at the time. I decided I needed to at least try to be my own boss. The ability to always remain innovative and to not get stuck in a cookie cutter mentality.
Creating your own schedule and being accountable to yourself.
And I know you're super organized, and I know that probably plays a huge role into that as well.
Yeah, it's really easy to wake up and grab your laptop from your nightstand and work in bed, but nowadays I force myself to go out to a coffee shop, or I force myself to go meet up at somebody else's house, because change of environment is really important for me, which is why office life wasn't really for me.
I mean, even when I worked at an agency, I was happy. It's it has nothing to do with what you do. For me personally, it has nothing to do with what you actually do. It has everything to do with the mentality that you carry while going into it. This is something that helped me so much, and I feel this is something that's so true, but it only applies to people that already have a job. If you have a job that you kind of but you feel that there's something more that you can pursue, you have to master both worlds. Whatever your situation is, you have to actually apply yourself and do that. And no matter the circumstances, if you have a 40-hour-a-week job, but you still want to do this, then if you don't work at doing the other thing, then you don't deserve to have the success of that.
Network. It really is about who you know. Don't rely on one revenue stream. I pick up odd jobs here and there. Don't close yourself off. Look for other opportunities out there. What other skill sets do I have that I can use to make myself money?
Thanks so much, guys, for the food, for all the great advice. And I think that's all the time that we do have for today. Please catch our future episodes in the weeks to come.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye. Follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams.
Follow
And do a
your
big
dreams.
believe in yourself.
Follow your dreams. Don't be afraid of the word.
Come talk to us.